Abdulrahman. Looks like David Lewis, plays like David Silva.
Saying that as a defender at all about this man.
First two games, he was brilliant, Mick. Second two games against Iran, Japan, two sides with very strong midfields. He struggled to find this.
Show us more, and this is the stage for him. If he goes out in that field, we know what ability he's got. You give him half a yard, he will punish you like he done in the first two games. We saw the ability that he's got, and I think he might have just conceived a little bit of energy for the last two games. That's if they do get to the final. But today, I really need to see him. He needs to show.
Away we go in Canberra. A critical game, particularly for Bahrain. Alongside me once again, Ned Zalic. And Ned, if you look at this early ball from Omar Abdulrahman, and it's an amazing goal for the UAE. Only seconds on the clock, and it's Ali Mabkout.
Well, it was the mistake from Abdullah Omar. Just so lazy in possession. Absolute disgraceful giveaway. And Omar Abdulrahman, the man with the sweet left foot. Beautiful creativity and vision to find Mabkout.
It's going to be Omar Abdulrahman, and not too far away. That just shaved the crossbar from Omar Abdulrahman. Well, how close was this? Ismail Ahmed back to Omar Abdulrahman. Clips it in, must be, oh, what a miss. What a miss that was from Ali Mabkout. A phone call. Here come Bahrain, they're still alive. Abdul Latif looking to chase it down. Abdulrahman has had plenty of touches as he works his way back from injury.
Certainly two teams that are just so smooth in possession. Calm on the ball.
Omar Abdulrahman, number 10 for the UAE. Here's Abdulrahman. So a real threat here for the UAE. That wonderful left boot of Omar Abdulrahman over this set piece. An anxious moment for Qasim Burhan in that Qatari goal. Here is Abdulrahman, goes top corner, saw with the layoff. Gets the return ball from Omar Abdulrahman. It's a rusty looking pass, you'd have to say, from Omar Abdulrahman. Omar Abdulrahman looks to play in Sankour again. Let's see what Qatar. Full cross, anxious moment there for Majed Nasser in that UAE goal. Best attack of the game from Qatar. And now, strong header from Omar Abdulrahman. Here's a chance for the UAE. In control, Sankour. Abdulrahman. That's pretty agricultural challenge on Khalil, but the only question mark about Omar Abdulrahman is whether the UAE once again controlling the territory. Chipped in by Abdulrahman.
Remaining possession. Certainly a vision and conviction, Khalil. Tremendous save from Buma.
Abdulrahman into the channel. Been the better option given the quality of that corner. It was disappointing. Omar Abdulrahman has pitched it from Al Sayed. Doesn't really have the speed to exploit the space, but he has kept it. Mabkout trying to find the opening. Here's Sankour. Sankour. Omar Abdulrahman. Chance here for the UAE. Well, he tried to find a far corner. just off balance in the crucial moment. Burhan has spilled it. Put back in the mixer. Off the line eventually, and finally. Just chaotic stuff in the back. Abdulrahman forcing the error. Just lacked that accuracy, and it's the goalkeeper that's come out. Burhan's made a mess of it. Not just with his movement off the ball, but constantly looking to link up in that final third. And it's very casual defending. And here's a chance for Khalil. It's defending, you'd have to say, from Qatar.
Really lazy, chaotic defending.
Here's Omar Abdulrahman. Tari. Now Omar Abdulrahman. Ali Mabkout score another.
But again, it was Omar Abdulrahman. Just a simple ball to launch an attack.
Clever ball.
And then you've got a man.
Corner goes short. Bundied off. Qatar and Omar Abdulrahman. What an opportunity. That is more comical defending from Qatar. They've just gone to sleep here. And of all people, Omar Abdulrahman with a clear sight on goal.
Just a mate.
Omar Abdulrahman.
This is a lovely play from the UAE. It's all started by Khalil.
So good Liza. The speed out of midfield. Didn't happen, but here they go again. They've sprung the offside trap. Cuts in Burhan. And away go the UAE. No flag. Out comes Burhan and another.
Here was the little flick pass.
It does look to be a shade offside, doesn't he? Well, again. Here is Omar Abdulrahman. Al-Hamadi. Omar Abdulrahman. Flips it towards Ali Mabkout. Al-Hamadi has it for the UAE. Omar Abdulrahman. Ali Mabkout inside of him. It's 2v1. Ali Mabkout back to Omar Abdulrahman, but he's been forced wider than he would have liked. Back to Ali Mabkout. And he seals it for the UAE.
Just fantastic lead-up work. Tremendous combination play. Looked like the chance was gone here, but just so much imagination and fantasy in that final third. Lovely piece of play from Abdulrahman. Deserved a goal as well. Mabkout, he's been sensational today. He's running off the ball.
Can he get a hat-trick, Ali Mabkout? Omar Abdulrahman, he'd like to help himself to a goal. Maybe another penalty. Perhaps to dispute some of the events which we saw in that first half. As it stands, it was a wonder goal from Kalfan Ibrahim, which gave Qatar.
Omar Abdulrahman, the star of the tournament and this game.
In numbers, UAE got back then. Make sure that counter-attack didn't have any effect. Bash looking directly for Asman. It just pulled off the shoulder.
Look at Omar Abdulrahman and that understanding between he and Ali Mabkout. As they won the 2013 Gulf Cup under Marty Ali. As much as they can. Look at the way Omar Abdulrahman gets around.
He goes everywhere.
He'll just be confident of holding on to it for quite some time. After capitalising on that mistake from Bahrain. Here he is. Omar Abdulrahman.
Oh, that was a run throw.
The officials might have just clocked off for a moment and the UAE bounced. Here's Ali Mabkout. He comes. Omar Abdulrahman can keep it in. Got Teammates waiting, tricks his way past. Beautiful skill, and he rides a challenge on two. What about the run from Omar Abdulrahman?
This is, I'm not saying he's at the same level as me, I'm just saying his style. And this was, look at this, that's brilliant.
Could have gone down there too, the foot in from Tamurian. But he thought, hang on, man was arriving. Rafii, here he goes again. He just loves to entertain this guy. Mekanum and company. The Iranian fans with a slow hand clap, they want to see their team in possession. It is all UAE at the moment. Tees to be a priority for the UAE, not to concede corners and set pieces on the edge of the...
That combination, he's got terrific left foot, this guy. Omar Abdulrahman.
Ahmed down the line, Omar Abdulrahman breaking away nicely from Puladi, and he knew second best at the entire World Cup. The first group games for all the countries in Brazil.
Here we go. He gets stopped in his tracks right there, though.
And Puladi. Abdulrahman tries to pick a pass right through the middle and going to ground.
Them, and it certainly looked like they squeezed him there.
Sustained possession from the UAE, and Omar Abdulrahman says, leave it to me. It's a little layoff from Azmoun, but Omar Abdulrahman won it back, and here is Mabkut. Good option. Omar Abdulrahman leaves it for his namesake, Omar, and he picks out the chest to life. Omar Abdulrahman, he's got options, he's got two of them. And just teased Tamurian this way and that, and he picks out Ali Mabkut for something better.
First class. He's picked him out. Look how he fizzes this one in. Look. He looks at... Bang, that's a great first touch for a Mabkut. A hero of themselves, but...
Even that pass, under pressure. Just a little flick in field to Omar Abdulrahman. Gets it back. Make your runs, boys. I'll pick you out. Drops it over the top to Ali Mabkut. It is unbelievable. He sure can. Found again. Trickery. He's taking the mickey, and the shot coming.
Maureen didn't really set himself up properly, but he generated a bit of power. Here's the pass. Look at that. Sixpence. Ali Mabkut is another one. The reverse pass drops them exactly where they need to be.
Gives Khalil the chance there.
Omar Abdulrahman is his team the throw, which is good as a free kick.
It was a beautiful finish.
Omar Abdulrahman sandwich into Hassabe. Drives forward from midfield. Good challenge from Khamis Ismail, and now there's room for which Omar Abdulrahman can advance into. Scoots it up, and what a chance for the UAE.
Just drops off the line and then touch and scoop. And maybe Mabkut didn't have to throw himself at that so desperately. It's too early, but it must have been tucked for a while because they haven't had much ball.
In the way, the game started to become very stretched. 25 minutes to go, and could the UAE pinch a second? Here's Omar Abdulrahman.
The holders, arguably the best.
Born in Qatar. Omar Abdulrahman floating ball forward towards Ali Mabkut, who's still down. Toyota. Ismail Ahmed's there for the UAE. Beautifully brought down by Omar Abdulrahman. With Ali Mabkut at his back, and now Omar Abdulrahman who fouls him. Mohamed Ahmed in no particular hurry. This is Omar Abdulrahman. Mohamed Salam. Again, Omar Abdulrahman just on occasion, doesn't he? He tries to go for the spectacular, and then he's got a bit of a chop at Sakai, which is all a bit unnecessary, and he's got a yellow card. Needless.
Completely.
He's stuck the knot in there, hasn't he? He's lucky he's not got a red card.
The referee might on another day have said, I'm not having that. Not in all this trouble if he didn't, or potentially.
earlier on today in Canberra, but they've given it a good effort.
They certainly have, but certainly UAE.
Well, with a haymaker, I mean, I've almost seen it all here tonight from a Japan perspective. And that takes the cake.
Normally so cool from the spot. Well, Japan's best player has skied one. What about the UAE's best? Omar Abdulrahman from the Al Ain club. And a huge talent. Can he beat Kawashima and give the UAE the lead in this shootout? Oh, he can in the cheekiest manner possible. The Panenka. That's the confidence of this kid. I'm not sure his coach will approve, but they lead 1-0 UAE.
Well, this is so delicately
You cheeky so-and-so.
Well, Eiji Kawashima nearly had a chance to get back up again. It was so delicate. And that was dashed off by Trent Sainsbury.
Good feet again by Omar Abdulrahman.
Pushing right up the field, putting the Socceroos under pressure.
Cruz without a boot, now chasing after Omar Abdulrahman.
The UAE have re-established themselves magnificently, as has Robbie Cruz, with only one boot.
He went sock first across fields, tackled by Kamis Ismail. Now Omar Abdulrahman again, he's in a position that's doesn't really want to be picking the ball up in. You want him further upfield by a good 30 metres at least.
The UAE
Comes Cahill. Good intervention by Abdulaziz Sankor, and what about that from Omar Abdulrahman?
There are spare gold shirts.
What a ball that was. His touch wasn't sure enough, which is virtually his first mistake of the evening. He's played pretty well, Ahmed Khalil.
Yes, that's good work from Omar Abdulrahman.
Omar Abdulrahman again. Nice little back heel. So much awareness of space. Where his teammates are position. There we go, there's the curse again. Straight at Davidson.
Got that one wrong.
Omar Abdulrahman going off on a slalom, mazy dribble around the outside and trying to chip it through for Ahmed Khalil, and just the faintest of touches off the boot of Ivan Franic puts it behind for a corner. But again, he is so slippery and so thoroughly enjoyable to watch in full flow.
Yeah, and I just don't know, once he's just swept past players, even having his shirt tugged.
Yep, Trent Sainsbury. Watching a high ball at Matt Ryan. On better for Australia as we watch again Omar Abdulrahman's long ball, which was...
I said before the game, Milligan and Jedinak. Why was Milligan brought in? Just another defensive type of player. But look at that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 players around him. He's not getting man-marked, but as soon as he gets the ball, there is so much closing down around him. However, the little man has got some magic in his feet, and this is a brilliant run. And what a ball that is. I'm not sure why Khalil didn't really commit himself there, but just to dink it inside the fullback. At that pace, he's still got the balance. He's getting tugged back.
Back heel from Omar Abdulrahman. Delightful again. That's what this game's all about. Those little flicks and tricks. He really got one foot, but what a left foot it is, and he's threaded it through. And again, Ali Mabkout is still have a problem.
Well, they do have wonderful football
chemistry.
And
that's tight.
It's just off. So it's just off. But for the talent, some aren't convinced that Matt Ryan's actually tall enough.
Here's Omar Abdulrahman. Lovely fake to come back inside, and the disguise pass is just going to have a little bit too much on it. There have been glimpses, there have been moments of promise, just briefly. Heavily outnumbered, of course, here today, trying to make themselves heard. Here's that man again, Omar Abdulrahman, trying to steer it in behind Sperana. One goal could put a very different complexion on this game. Omar Abdulrahman. That sort of a feel about him.
Socceroos running offside. Matt Speranovic has been called to diffuse a couple of worrying moments by the UAE, who are dictating the game's flow at the moment.
The tournament is on the line. It's a distribution from Majid Nasser. They look for Omar Abdulrahman. Another well read by Mohamed Salah. Now Omar Abdulrahman. Again, a delightful turn and a thread through, and Ali Mabkout.
Defender.
That's how heavy the rain is. Even Mahdi Ali's put his tracksuit hood up. A yellow card for Miller Jedinak. The quarter-final, because he picked one up against China as well.
Ouch.
So he won't be ruled out of the Asian Cup final, should Australia get there. A bit short for Omar Abdulrahman. Did well. Omar Abdulrahman, trip signaling that was a dive.
Complete dive.
I think just his 9th cap this evening. Omar Abdulrahman, lovely release.
One, and you'd reckon it's about done.
No way through for Cruz. Just over a quarter of an hour to go. Omar Abdulrahman to Omar Abdulrahman. Omar Abdulrahman. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching him at this tournament. Approaching football heaven. UAE's exciting run is over. Their turn.
Omar Abdulrahman, when he went to the London Olympics, they took on Great Britain. Hussein coming in to the defence. He's gone out to the right back role. Here is Omar Abdulrahman. Little flick. Omar Abdulrahman, beautiful, deft touch. Telegraphed that one, Khalaf. The vision. What's his biggest asset?
Well, his technique, obviously, and he's got the ability of
Abdulrahman gets a second crack and plays it out. Attacking ball into the middle, and he cushions it immediately. Omar Abdulrahman, Mabkout can't keep his feet, but there's a ball on here. Look at this for Khalil. UAE outstanding. How good is that? The counter-attack of all counter-attacks. Omar Abdulrahman heavily involved, and it's Ahmed Khalil who puts them in front.
right, the transition from defence to attack. First touch, releases Mabkout. There's a foul, and the referee plays on. What about that for a pass? The perfect weight outside of the left foot, and it's just saying to Khalil, fill your boots, my son. And that's exactly what he did. A composed finish, but really put on a plate from Omar Abdulrahman. The goalkeeper's made a confident start, hasn't he?
There's that ball with the outside of them. Been in charge of both these countries before in big games. Good movement from Omar Abdulrahman. That one easy, was just tracking with the eyes the whole way. Now he fires it through. And 2 or 3 minds there. Look at that early release from Omar Abdulrahman into the stride of Ali Mabkout. And again round the corner to Mabkout. Again the movement of Hassan opening up space here for Omar Abdulrahman.
You also got the little option of the sneaky one at the near post.
There are runners there. Good delivery this time. Rolled short to Omar Abdulrahman, who lifts it down the line to Khalil in midfield. This time they'll try and get around Omar in a hurry.
Somewhere else, was that?
Oh, Omar, he's picked him out. Khalil in behind, and it's 2-2.
Well, he doesn't need much of the time on the ball, does he? Perfect run, perfect ball from Abdulrahman. Down Mohammed Hamid and into an empty net. And Khalil has a double, and they're both made from Omar Abdulrahman. He just needs that little bit of space, doesn't he? Pinpoint accuracy. Great first touch from Khalil.
Omar left alone. He's going to get more space now, playing against 10, and he drifts it out perfectly. They find Omar. Few strikers making forward runs.
And failing to beat the first man. Pretty good at defending set pieces.
Keeper comes and he's confused, and it looked. The counter-attack is on here. Omar leading it. Al Hamidi peels off to the back post, and Salim leaves the referee with no option but to pull out the card again.
Just a little acceleration from Abdulrahman. He knew Walid Salim, he's got more pace than him, was coming. He just slowed it down a little bit, and then the acceleration gets his body in between the ball. And Walid Salim, only one thing's going to happen.
UAE a 3-2 lead, and they held on despite playing against 10 men after. There's the main man, Omar Abdulrahman, the man who...
Barcelona, Manchester City, Arsenal.
The semi-finals, Western Sydney Wanderers of Australia went on to trophy. And we wait to see, and there'll be interested observers right around Asia and around the world as to his next step club-wise.
Young side, the third best team in Asia. You can see Omar Abdulrahman down at the front there. He's got to be a contender for player of this tournament. Mickey, would you like to play with him?
No, definitely not. All the talent that he's got, I think I was always involved in workman-like teams, and I think to put somebody in like that, I think it just frustrates the life out of me. And you know, it's great when you see all the special things that he does, but I think when you lose the ball, I think the Aussies are right. I don't think he's got enough defensively, and that's why I wouldn't like to play in the same team as him.